Hi guys, s7yler here. In this video I'm going to show you the white version of the Bluboo Xtouch. Some days ago I actually showed you the black-blue version, but today we are going to have a closer look at the white version, and I believe that I'm currently one of the first on YouTube to show it in white. So first I will show you the phone design in details. After that I will go through some of the questions that people have asked me in the first video and end this with some gaming footage to show the phone performance. So let's first have a look at the phone in white. The first thing you may notice is that the display size is more visible because we here have the contrast between the black screen and the white bezels. When the display is on, we also more clearly see the black border around the screen, but when it's off it looks like one big piece, so that can be both good and bad. So besides that, the phone is identical with the black-blue version. The backside still has the 3D diamond effect, but it is a bit harder to see as on the dark version. The light in the capacitive buttons and the notification LED also looks a little bit different and fades a bit out in the white, but is still clear and nice. People have asked me a lot of questions, and some of them was about the camera, battery life, performance, heating, sensors, notification LED, size of the phone and the highest and lowest brightness. So regarding the camera, the quality for me seems to be good, but also a little bit hit or miss. Some pictures were super, while others didn't went so well. I did not find any options for optical image stabilization in the stock MTK camera app, other than the anti-shake option. And when I recorded videos, I also didn't really notice such thing. I was able to enter the device's property on the phone, and it did confirm the IMX214 and OmniVision 5648 sensors, so that seems to be real. Battery life on the phone has been good, and I also did a Geekbench 3 battery test that confirmed up to about 7.5 hours of on-screen time, and I also tried to measure the milliampere hour with a tool, and it did in fact confirm the capacity to be real. For these results, check the video description. The performance on the phone has been super. I haven't noticed any lag or stuttering. The UI and most games will run just fine with the MTK 6753, which in my opinion isn't bad for games. It does pretty well. And the best is that the phone doesn't have any heating issues and don't run hot like the older MTK 6752 SoC sometimes did. The Wi-Fi link speed is 135, as you also can see here, with good range and fast download speed. Another question has been about the phone sensors and if there is any gyroscope built in, and I must unfortunately say that there is no gyroscope sensor. But it at least does have a working compass and also a multicolored notification LED that can be configured inside the phone settings. The size of the phone is nice. It feels pretty thin in the hand because of the curved backside that makes the outer metal frame thin to hold, almost like on the Samsung Galaxy S6 Edge. But the physical size could be more compact. And last, some info about the screen quality. The highest and lowest brightness is what I would call average. At the lowest brightness, the screen is not really dark, it could be much dimmer. And the highest brightness is okay, but I must say, unfortunately, still not in the same level as on the Lego Elite 1, which is maybe 20% brighter. But this could also be a limitation in the current firmware and something that is done to optimize the battery life. People also ask me if I prefer the Bluboo Xtouch or the Lego Elite 1. To that I can only say that each have pros and cons and they are very close. None is perfect, but both are good devices. It really depends on the user and what the user likes, not so much about what I think is best. I could say, for instance, if you want the best battery life, go for the Xtouch, but if you want the brightest display, go for the Elite 1. We are now in the end of the video, and let me now show you some different games.
is upon them. Humans. For someone once said, if you want something done well, do it yourself.